The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Lamb South, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week featuring Derby weekend stakes action from Churchill Downs, including an undefeated winner of the 142nd running of the Kentucky Derby. Fillies and mares on the Kentucky Oaks card and the Grade 1 La TROIENNE Stakes. Sheer Drama, the 9-10 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
Angela Renee holding on to that lead, back clear by 1. Carolina on the outside. Sheer Drama is locked and loaded in behind while 3rd. Penwith is winding up on the far outside in 4th. Brooklyn's Way right in behind while 5th. Engagingly is going to try and cut the corner in 6th as they come to the top of the stretch. Angela Renee still the leader, but Carolina draws alongside now as they come off the turn. And right there, Carolina puts a nose in front, but Sheer Drama's angled outside for the final furlong, and she's closing 2. And up the inside engagingly, 1 furlong to go. And Carolina has kicked away, opening up by 3, now by 4, now by 5. Carolina, a resounding winner of the La TROIENNE by 5 on the wire.
2-1 second choice. Carolina draws up to defeat 20-1 Engagingly, officially by 7.5 lengths. John Velasquez aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 142-2. Carolina making her first start since finishing 3rd in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. The Todd Pletcher trainee was a 2-time Grade 1 winner last year, including the Coaching Club American Oaks via disqualification. The 4-year-old filly By Curlin was bred in Kentucky by Casa Farms and was a $125,000 Keeneland September yearling. Carolina has earned nearly $1,191,000 for Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners. Access Thoroughbred Week online every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. Next on the Kentucky Oaks card, sprinting 3-year-old fillies and the Grade 2 8-bell stakes. Karina Mia, the 3-5 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
As they race for the top of the stretch, Summer Reading off the turn in front, Blip in the By on the outside right alongside, and Karina Mia continues to make steady progress, and here she comes, and there she goes, right to the lead with a furlong to go, and Karina Mia's kicked away by 3. Nickname and stage play battle on with Blip in the By and Summer Reading, but Karina Mia has left them all behind. A convincing winner of the 8 bells is she. Wrapped up in the end, wins by 4.
Odds-on favorite Karina Mia by Spendthrift Farm Stallion Malibu Moon, the winner officially by 6 lengths over 20-1 Bip in the By. Nicknamed 3rd for sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Julianne Leperoux up in 121-3. Winner of the Grade 2 Goldenrod Stakes over the track last fall, the Belmont trainee cutting back to 7 furlongs after finishing 4th in the Grade 1 Ashland Stakes. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Spendthrift Farm and was a $410,000 Keeneland September yearling. Karina Mia has earned $309,000 for Three Chimneys Farm. Karina Mia paid $320 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Next, the Grade 2 ALYSHEBA Stakes. 2-1 favorite Noble Bird is dropping back as we pick up the call by Travis Stone.
Very tightly packed with 3 furlongs to go. And Cat Burglar still to catch. Majestic Affair under more pressure now. And on the outside, Majestic Harbor is winding up 3rd, 2nd, and now 1st. Here's Majestic Harbor on the outside, putting in a bid for the lead. Departing is right in behind. Top Billing Eagle under pressure. Not today for Noble Bird. Top of the stretch, Majestic Harbor on the outside. And Majestic Affair, these two locked in battle with 3/16 to go. On the outside, Majestic Harbor. On the inside, Majestic Affair. Cat Burglar back into 3rd. Eagle with a steady close. Eagle's got a shot on the outside. 3 lengths to make up. It's Majestic Harbor in front by 2. Majestic Affair couldn't keep up. Eagle lay close. Here's the wire. Majestic Harbor the winner.
13-1 Majestic Harbor, the winner by 2.5 lengths over Eagle. Corey Lannery aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 143 flat. Winner of the Grade 1 Gold Cup at Santa Anita at the age of 6 for trainer Sean McCarthy. Majestic Harbor shows no signs of slowing down at the age of 8. Now in the care of Paul McGee, the veteran runner also defeated Eagle in the Grade 3 Mineshaft Handicap 2 starts back. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Liberation Farm and Brandywine Farm and was a $20,000 Keeneland September yearling. Majestic Harbor has earned nearly $1,247,000 for Gallant Stable. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming sales. A full field of 14 went postward in the Grade 1 Kentucky Oaks, with Rachel's Valentina the 5-2 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
Down the Churchill Downs backstretch, and it's Terra Promesa leading the way a length and a quarter. Rachel's Valentina on the outside, Lewis Bay on the inside, they're second and third. Catherine Sophia just to their outside. She's racing fourth and only 2 lengths behind onto the far turn. Paola Queen has moved up just a bit. Now she's fifth and right in behind. Mocat starting to make some progress toward the inside. Modamore's under pressure. Landover Seas launching a rally from the back. A lot of ground to make up. Royal Obsession is picking through the pack. She's still 6 or 7 lengths off the lead, though, as they come outside the quarter pole. There's an opening at the inside for Lewis Bay, and she comes on through, and they are stacked across the track in the Oaks. Catherine Sophia on the far outside off the turn. Lewis Bay down toward the rail. Rachel's Valentina and Terra Promesa give it up late. Landover Seas closing. So too Modamore. Down to the final furlong of the Kentucky Oaks, and it's Catherine Sophia driving on a 2-length lead. She's left Lewis Bay behind, who's wandering about the track. Far outside, it's Go Maggie Go. Down to the wire. Catherine Sophia on to victory, winning the Kentucky Oaks by 3.
Catherine Sophia, the winner officially by 2 3/4 lengths over Landover Sea. Javier Castellano aboard in 150-2. After easily winning her first 4 starts, including a 7-length romp in the Grade 2 Devona Dale Stakes, Catherine Sophia finished a close third in the Grade 1 Ashland Stakes. And trainer John Service considered not entering her in the Oaks because of the extra 1/16 of a mile. But the gamble pays off as Catherine Sophia adds a Grade 1 Stakes victory to her resume. The filly by Street Boss was bred in Maryland by Robert Manfuso and was a $30,000 yearling. Catherine Sophia has earned nearly $950,000. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Standing at Crestwood Farm is Jack Milton, the only Grade 1 winning son of leading sire Warfront to retire to stud in 2016. He blazed a mile in 133 flat, winning the Poker Stakes at Belmont Park, and easily won the Grade 1 Makers 46 mile at Keeneland. From a tremendous female family, his first 3 dams are sired by precocious 2-year-olds on dirt. A commercial pedigree, Jack Milton's full sister sold for $1.9 million at Keeneland November.
In this game, there's no room for second best.
To be the best, you need the best. Actistatin Equine. Clinically proven joint protection. 3 U.S. patents and 2 clinical trials prove Actistatin Equine is the most powerful joint formula on the planet. Superior absorption helps your athlete lubricate, strengthen, renew. No other product even comes close. Find your best with Actistatin.
Ask your veterinarian or call for a free consultation. 866-587-7333.
A Florida-bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida-bred.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the runaway winner of the Grade 1 HUMANA DISTAFF coming up in this segment. We begin with turf fillies and mares in the Grade 2 Churchill Distaff Turf Mile. Champion Tepin, the 1-5 favorite. Travis Stone picks up the call.
A front-running force on the far turn is Isabella Sings, with Tepin in pursuit, 3 lengths behind in second. Zepesa's racing third, Cash Control is fourth. Reina de Bateria is running along in fifth. She's not here, and Bureau de Change. They're at the top of the stretch, and Tepin has caught Isabella Sings. It's Tepin in front with 3/16 to go. Cash Control in between horses. Reina de Bateria on the outside, coming on late. Zepesa's there too. There's 1 furlong left, and Tepin takes off. Tepin by 4, Tepin by 5. Reina de Bateria up into second, but under the wire, here she is, the queen of the turf. Tepin wins.
Odds-on favorite Tepin repeats his winner of the Distaff Turf Mile by 3.5 lengths over Reina de Bateria. Julianne Leperoux, the winning jockey, in 134-1. The champion turf filly or mare of 2015, Tepin is working on a 6-race winning streak, which includes her victory over males in the Breeders' Cup Turf Mile last fall. The Mark Casse trainee is 4 for 4 this season. The 5-year-old mare by Bernstein was bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall and was a $140,000 yearling. Tepin has banked $3,078,000 for Robert Masterson. Julianne Leperoux with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. Sprinters in the Grade 2 Churchill Downs Stakes. In his first start off a 10-month layoff, undefeated Speightster, the 3-1 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
Half mile to go. Onto the far turn. Limousine Liberals quarter was 22 1/5 seconds. Chased hard by Holy Boss, who's just a half a length behind with 3 furlongs to go. Catalina Red spun wide on the far turn. Speightster is right in behind the leaders, racing in fourth, and Calculator is right in the thick of it as well. Fifth and only 2 lengths off the lead. 5 more back to Salute Dos Amigos. Kobe's back is winding up on the outside. Whip is out on Limousine Liberal as they turn for home. Here's Holy Boss. Holy Boss up for the lead. Catalina Red on the outside coming on too, and Calculators coming down the center of the track. So too Salutos Amigos. Not today for Speightster. 1 furlong left. Catalina Red with a narrow lead. Holy Boss and Calculator fighting on. Calculator with 1 final try on the outside, coming after Catalina Red, who digs down to win it.
14-1 Catalina Red by Coolmore America Stallion Munnings takes it by a length over Calculator for a 1-2 finish by Florida-bred OBS Sales graduates. Javier Castellano aboard in 1:20-3, a 1:05 Beyer speed figure. The first graded stakes victory for Catalina Red, who defeated State-bred Stakes Company at Tampa Bay Downs in his latest. A $55,000 OBS August yearling and a $71,000 OBS April 2-year-old, Catalina Red has earned nearly $470,000 for Anthony Lindsay. The first of 2 graded stakes victories on the Derby Day card for trainer Jorge Navarro. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Florida by Franz and Erwin Winder. Florida-breds, race him or chase him. Sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 1 HUMANA Distaff Stakes. Breeders' Cup winner Wavell Avenue, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Travis Stone.
Round the far turn, Stone-tastic, here comes Taris, and on the far outside, Bird at the wire, and Wavell Avenue is right there too. Enchanting Lady toward the inside, then it's Cathbaloo, top of the stretch, here comes Taris, up alongside of Stone-tastic, and Taris to the lead with 1 furlong left, and Taris is now opening up. Stone-tastic back to second, Enchanting Lady, Wavell Avenue, and Bird at the wire, 16th to go, and Taris is finishing full of run. She runs away with the HUMANA Distaff by 5 on the wire.
Will make the official margin 5 3/4 lengths as Taris by Claiborne Farm Stallion Flatter strolls home over pacemaker Stone-tastic. Flavian Pratt aboard the Keeneland Sales graduate in 1:21 flat. Third behind Wavell Avenue in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint last fall, Taris opened the current campaign with a victory in the Grade 2 La Cañada Stakes. After finishing second in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita, the Simon Callahan trainee records her first stakes victory at the top level. The 5-year-old mare was bred in Kentucky by Claiborne Farm and Adele Dilschneider and originally sold for $90,000 at the Keeneland September yearling sale. The partnership of Michael Tabor, Derek Smith, and John Magner purchased her for $2,350,000 as a 3-year-old. This victory puts Taris over the $1 million mark in career earnings. Spendthrift Farm Stallion Malibu Moon AP Indy's leading sire 7 years running. Malibu Moon was represented by Karina Mia, an explosive 6th-length winner of the 8-Bell Stakes at Churchill Downs. Karina Mia is being pointed to the Grade 1 Acorn Stakes.
Malibu Moon has outshined every son of preeminent sire of sires AP Indy for 7 years running. Ranking among the top 10 general sires again in 2015, Malibu Moon is highlighted by exciting runners like 2-year-old filly Karina Mia.
Karina Mia still in front, 1-length lead, and she's on to victory in the Goldenrod.
When selecting a top-level stallion, consistency is the key. Look to the moon. Malibu Moon.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
You know, I like FedBiz.
It's got a lot of things to like. This horse has a stallion's pedigree. It's an exceptionally good family as a stallion prospect. Physically, you can't really fault him.
He's a more compact, well-made, American-type horse.
Beautifully balanced horse. He's got a very intelligent head. He's a perfect package.
This horse has a great shot.
I think he's got a big shot at making it. Love his chances as a stallion.
Don't you know Hail Marys are long shots? But even a long shot can be a winner, like at Tampa Bay Downs. Because at Tampa Bay Downs, well, jockey?
At Tampa Bay Downs, you can have a lot of fun, maybe win a little money, watching the horses run.
Awesome. Grandstand admission is free on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So you think you can catch a race or two?
Yeah, maybe a long shot will pay off for me.
Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 Woodford Reserve Turf Classic coming up in this segment. But first, 3-year-old stakes action presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 13 went postward in the Grade 2 American Turf Stakes with Aero Force, the 2-1 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
Round the far turn, Shakamat and Aero Force head-to-head for the lead. Coming to the top of the stretch together, Beach Patrol is poised right in behind, and so too is Camelot Kitten cutting the hedge off the turn. Top of the stretch, Aero Force and Shakamat. Here's Beach Patrol far outside. Camelot Kitten has a seam down toward the rail and is squeezing up on through. Azar's finishing well, and so too is Surgical Strike on the far outside. Down to the final 16th, Beach Patrol outside, Camelot Kitten inside, Beach Patrol narrow lead. Camelot Kitten's finishing strong. These two heads up and down on the wire. Camelot Kitten maybe. Oh, it's very tight.
18-1, Camelot Kitten gets up to defeat Beach Patrol by a head. Arad Ortiz Jr. up in 141 flat. Only the second victory for Camelot Kitten, who was runner-up to race favorite Aero Force in the Grade 3 Bourbon Stakes last fall. The Chad Brown trainee was also second in an entry-level allowance at Keeneland in his 3-year-old debut. The colt by Kitten's Joy was bred in Kentucky by his owners, Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey. Camelot Kitten has earned $278,000. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. 3-year-olds in the Grade 3 Pat Day Mile. American Freedom, a Santa Anita debut winner for Bob Baffert, the 7-5 favorite. Again, here's Travis Stone.
Round the far turn, Imperial Hint inside, and now Sharp Azteca puts the pressure up and comes on to take a narrow lead round the far turn. Gray Sky 3 lengths farther back in third, and then it's American Freedom on the outside racing fourth. Fellowship is coming under a ride while fifth, outside of Looking for a Kiss, who's sixth off the turn. And then it's Star Hill, who comes wide in seventh at the top of the stretch. Unbridled Outlaw tried to cut the corner, heading for the final furlong, and it's Sharp Azteca, who's got a 5-length lead and 1 furlong to go. Fellowship moves into second on the outside with Star Hill. Forevermost slicing through the pack, coming up the rail. Time is running out though. Sharp Azteca's well cleared down to the finish. Sharp Azteca wins the Pat Day Mile impressively.
13-1 Sharp Azteca coast home by 2.5 lengths over Forevermo. A 1-2 finish by OBS Cells graduates. Edgard Zayas aboard in 134-1. Sharp Azteca making her stakes debut after easily winning her last 2 starts at Gulfstream Park, including a 7.5 length romp and an optional claimer. The colt by Freud was bred in Kentucky by Cloyce Clark and was a $35,000 OBS August yearling, turned $220,000 OBS April 2-year-old. The second upset on the Derby Day card for trainer Jorge Navarro, Sharp Azteca has earned $196,000 for Gelfenstein Farm. New to Derby Dan for 2016, Tapiture, a 5-time graded 6-winning millionaire by leading sire Tappet. Tapiture is booked full for 2016. Call Ryan Norton today for more information or to set up your private inspection. Next, the Grade 1 Woodford Reserve Turf Classic. Chad Brown had the 2-1 favorite here in Big Blue Kitten. Again, here's Travis Stone.
The pace is quick, 23 seconds flat, and it's Midnight Storm heading up the backstretch, a length and a quarter clear of Bolo. And that one's 2 clear of World Approval on the outside. Casaqui and Reporting Star are 4th and 5th together down toward the inside. Divisidero's going to be in the clear onto the fire turn, while Slumber's going to save ground toward the rail. Chocolate Ride is right in the thick of it, only about 3 lengths off the lead. Tourist is wide onto the turn as well. Farther back, it's Triple Threat, Danish Dynaformer, Big Blue Kitten is being scrubbed along at the back, a lot of ground to make up. Round the far turn. Midnight Storm is still the leader. Here comes Divisidero with a 4-wide blitz. Oh, and going down there, Casaqui went down on the far turn, and that also took out Triple Threat. So the field turns into the stretch, and here comes Divisidero on the far outside up to challenge World Approval. Big Blue Kitten is getting on track with Tourist, and then it's Midnight Storm down toward the inside. Furlong to go. Divisidero's in front. World Approval's fighting on. Here comes Slumber slicing through toward the inside, but they're racing up to the wire. Divisidero with a nose down in front to win it.
Divisidero gets up to defeat World Approval by a neck. Edgar Prado aboard the Keeneland Cells graduate in 147-1. Divisidero back in action at Churchill Downs, where he won the Grade 2 American Turf Stakes a year ago. The Buff Bradley trainee was coming off a second-place finish to Reporting Star in the Grade 3 Appleton Handicap. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by Hinkle Farm and was a $250,000 Keeneland September yearling. Divisidero has earned nearly $679,000 for Gunpowder Farms. Coming up, an undefeated winner of the Kentucky Derby.
Mama Joyce to kick off the early pick 4 with an easy win.
It's First Heritage in front. First Heritage begins to edge away.
Sticks Stately Dude gets there and pulls away in the end.
But here's Floridora on the outside, and it's the New York Invader, Floridora, to win it.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions,
the 11th Triple Crown winner,
13 classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and bridges the worlds of racing and breeding, presenting DRF sire-powered results. Access race results by sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, surface, and country. And now, sort results by DRF's exclusive buyer speed figures, available only at DRF Breeding.
Claiborne Farm is proud to offer the regally bred Orb. The son of Malibu Moon compiled a 5-race winning streak that included the Fountain of Youth and Florida Derby. In the Kentucky Derby, he defeated rivals Will Take Charge, Oxbow, Golden Sense, and Palace Malice. Now the Millionaire Racehorse is garnering big checks for breeders as the leading first crop covering sire and leading first crop weanling sire of his class. Now is the time to book your mare to Orb at Claiborne Farm.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Churchill Downs for the 142nd running of the Kentucky Derby. Undefeated champion Nyquist, the 2-1 favorite. Here's the call by Travis Stone.
Dancing Candy down the backstretch in the Kentucky Derby, leading by 2. Gunrunner stalking the pace, second and outside. Nyquist is in the clear for the run to the far turn, racing in 3rd. Outwork is farther out than that, 4th. And then toward the inside, Whitmore is 5th and down inside. Tom's Ready is 6th. Destin is 7th. Mohaman is starting to make some progress out of 8th. Oscar nominated is 9th. My Man Sam is 10th. More Spirit is 11th. Exaggerator's trying to pick through the pack. Had to check off heels there. Tries to find a seam toward the inside. There's a quarter mile to go in the Kentucky Derby. They turn for home. And here's Nyquist. Champion Nyquist comes off the turn and takes the lead away from Gunrunner. It's these two clear by 5. Mohaman's closing on the outside. And Exaggerator's flying down the center of the track by the Twin Spires in the Kentucky Derby. It's Nyquist clear by 3. Gunrunner's running in 2nd. Exaggerator continues to close. Time is running out. Nyquist is 100 yards from home. Exaggerator with one final try in the Derby. Nyquist holds on. He's undefeated and he's won the 142nd Kentucky Derby.
Nyquist by Coolmore America's Snag and Uncle Mo holds off Exaggerator by a length and a quarter for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Mario Gutierrez up in 2:01.1. The second Kentucky Derby victory for Gutierrez, trainer Doug O'Neill and owner J. Paul Redham, who also won the 2012 running with I'll Have Another. Nyquist, who prepped for this victory with a 3 1/4 length score in the Grade 1 Florida Derby, is the 8th undefeated winner of the Kentucky Derby. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Summerhill Farm. A $400,000 2-year-old, Nyquist has a bankroll of $4,954,000. The future Kentucky Derby winner was consigned by Paramount Sales to the 2013 Keeneland November sale, where the weanling colt was purchased by Madison Farm for $180,000. 10 months later, the colt was consigned by Drummond Farm to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was acquired by Sutton Place Stable for $230,000. Undefeated Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist, the Keeneland Sells graduate of the week. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.